Hey guys, welcome back to Facebook Keto Kitchen, and we're continuing our series on the 12 days of keto. So today is day 2, and I'm excited because it is 2 turtle doves, and I decided to make some yummy turtle candies. So I got this idea because I remember when I was a kid, my mom really liked these candies called turtles. And they were like, they had nuts in them, pecans I believe was in them, caramel, and just chocolate, but they taste so good, guys. I mean, let me know in the comments if you guys remember turtles. And I remember it was a song because they had these turtle on the commercial. They had like not puppets, but people I guess dressed up like turtles, and they had like a hat on, a top hat on, and they were like, I love turtles. The lady, she was like, turtles, turtles, ha ha ha. Anyway, I'm showing my age probably. But nonetheless, today is day 2 and we're gonna make us some turtles. So let's get started, guys. So let me tell you what you need. So what you'll need, I like to get 100% cocoa baker's chocolate or unsweetened chocolate. This one is Ghirardelli's, it's pretty good. So I used 2 of these, and what I did was break them up and put them in a double boiler. So if you don't know what a double boiler is, it's just putting a little bit of water in a pot and putting a bowl over it, or a glass bowl or a metal bowl over it, and just melting your chocolates down in that on low temperature with water in there. So not rapid boil, guys. You want it to be like a low boil, just enough heat to get that chocolate melted. So we got our chocolate melted in there, and usually I like to put a little bit of coconut oil. This is just my thing to make it more shinier. Theirs is pretty shiny, but when you do the baker's chocolate sometimes it's not as shiny. But I'll see if I'll need this. I'll let you know. Then we have some powdered Erythritol or monk food sweetener if you like. And we're gonna add that in there. And sometimes when you add sweeteners or anything else into chocolate, it will seize up at times. So we're gonna take it slow and just stir it in slowly. And then what we'll do is if we need to balance that out some, we can do a little bit of liquid stevia. Because you guys know I like to use both to balance it out some. So we're starting off with 2 4-ounce packages of the chocolate, and this is about a half a cup of powdered sugar. So let me get this all stirred up in here, and then I'll show you guys what else you'll need. I like to use a whisk generally because it gets it nicely whisked out. I wonder if I should grab my whisk, but I want to use a wooden spoon because using wooden spoon with chocolate to me instead of the metal helps. That's just my thing, but you can use a whisk if you like. Let me know, guys, if you've made or if you've had those chocolate turtles before as a kid. Is it just me? Just let me know because they were so delicious, guys. And it always reminds me of my mom because, you know, that's something that she loved. She loved those chocolate turtles, and she's not with us anymore. She's in heaven, but I still miss my mom. And I love the holidays because, well, it's for me, the holidays is kind of like, I don't know, I love them, but then it just reminds me of my mom because she went to heaven during this time of the year. But you always want to have something that reminds you of your loved ones, you know, guys, and this is one of those things, just one of the things that reminds me of her during the holiday. So what you're going to do is mix that in, and you're going to give it a little bit of taste. Let's see if it's sweet enough. It is not sweet enough. Because this is dark chocolate, dark cocoa, it's really not sweet enough. So let me put a few drops of the stevia in there, and we're going to just keep adjusting the flavors with the powdered erythritol and stevia until we get that right balance of sweetness. And then once we're done, I'm going to take you over to the table and show you guys how to make your chocolate turtles. Okay, so let me get this done. Okay, so the chocolate is nice and tempered where I want it to be. So just a quick tip, what I do was I always keep about 2 tablespoons of coconut oil next to the chocolate on the stove, so that when you start adding, like I said earlier, when you start adding like sugars to your chocolate to sweeten it up, especially the liquid portion, the liquid stevia, it does make it kind of seize up. So when it does that, you can add like a teaspoon at a time of that coconut oil, and it'll actually loosen up the chocolate, so you don't have to worry about losing your chocolate. And then you just keep going. You can go back and forth to the sweetness level that you like, and then when you need to, add the coconut oil. It helps, and it also gives it the shine too. So I think our chocolate is pretty tempered well. I just brought the whole pot over so it can stay warm, and just keep that stirred up. So what you'll need next is some, I like to toast my pecans, so get some toasted pecans or make some toasted pecans, put them in the oven on a sheet tray for about 3 minutes, and that way it draws out all the oils and it makes it taste that much better for your nuts. So do that. And we also purchased some Werther's caramels. So these are sugar-free caramels. You can use any sugar-free caramels you like. I like the Werther's ones because, well, first of all, they taste delicious, and it's a little bit of an indulgent because I know they have like sucralose in it, but it's fine. It won't kick you out of ketosis and all that stuff if you're worried about if you're on a keto-friendly diet, and if you're worried about that. And if you're just doing a sugar-free diet, it's just as good. But this is a treat, guys, and it's the holiday, so enjoy yourself. So, but this right here is Werther's chocolate, and this is a chewy one. So they have different ones. They have hard, they have soft. This one is nice and chewy. So, and I like to shape with this one because you can actually smush it and shape it to what you want. I got chocolate under my nails. You can smush it and shape it to what you want. And what I do is I take 2 pecans and I cross them kind of like a turtle. And I take the caramel and just get it a little softened up some in your hand, and then put it over the 2 pecans as if you're making a cute little turtle. See that? Isn't that cute? And then what we'll do is cover it with the chocolate. So I'll show you one more time. Just take yourself 2 of the pecans. Just soften up your caramel a little bit, okay? Get it softened up a little. Take your pecans, cross them over, and then put your caramel right on top, and just kind of, don't break your pecan, see? But when you break your pecan, what you do is this. You have backup pecans in a jar. Not only to eat, but to replace. So let me grab 2 more pecans. I normally do it on the table, guys, so let me do it like this. It's super simple, guys. And just let it get nice and soft and cover up the pecan, see? And you have your little turtle. All right, so what we're gonna do is continue putting all the caramel on these, and I'll show you how to add the chocolate, okay? Here we go. Okay, so all of our turtles are ready. And I forgot to mention, make sure you kind of get the caramel a little bit tucked under there so that it'll grip onto the pecans, okay? So what we're gonna do is make sure we stir our chocolate once more, and see, leaving it on the pan keeps it nice and liquefied. And what we're gonna do is take a little bit of that chocolate, put a little bit underneath, get it kind of covered, okay? And normally I would use a piece of parchment paper, which is good, or this is a silicone pad, and it's by Zenware. I love it. I get it on Amazon, and it really helps so that things don't stick to it. So this way your chocolates won't stick to the paper. So make sure you kind of like get it underneath there first. So that's what we're gonna do first to each one of the turtles. Get that nice and chocolatey, because you want chocolate on all sides. Absolutely. So let's get all these covered. So now I covered all the bottom, so now I'm gonna quick fast, because this is really warm, cover the tops of the caramel, and then I'm gonna pop them in the fridge so they can quickly set up. I might just pop them in the freezer so it can go fast. So I'm gonna cover each one of the turtles on top now, so you have a fully covered piece of chocolate. And I forgot to let you know too, you can also use Lily's chocolates, milk chocolate that they have like their own sweetened already. So if you don't want to go through the process of making your own chocolate, then you can use theirs. And when I make my own chocolate, it's just a little less expensive, so I just like to make my own. So, and plus I can control the sugars in it, or the sweeteners that you put in it. So we're going to cover each one of these right now and pop them in the fridge. Okay, so our chocolates are done, and they look so cute, guys. Look at that. They look like little turtles. So I just, plop the chocolate all over and let it spread. You can do it, you can be super neat and make it really adorable, but I think these are delicious and adorable, and you can make them, see how simple and easy they were? Make them for your next party, or make them for Christmas with the kids. It's fun, and it gives them something to do. So I'm going to try one, let you know how it tastes. Let's pick this one. This is a little adorable one. Yeah, it's a little turtle. It's not a dove, but it's a turtle. So there you go. Let's try it. That's crunchy. So I just got it out of the refrigerator. So you can let them stay out a little bit so the caramel can soften up a bit, or you can take them right out and serve them crunchy. Look at the inside of that. Caramel layer, pecan layer. That's really good. Sorry guys. It's so tasty. But anyway, so if you're going to give this a try, let me know guys and comment below. Definitely like the video and hit the bell notification so that you don't miss out on any videos that I upload. So I'm Rosemarie from Facebook Keto Kitchen. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas guys, and be blessed. See you later. Bye.